So basically I'm just gonna start with this walleye right here. I always come up underneath this fin here, right behind the gill plate, slice down, kind of at an angle to get underneath the scales until I get basically to the spine. And then I'm gonna run my knife down this dorsal fin. Just like this, and I'm feeling the rib bone, so it's stopping me right at the ribs. I'm just gonna follow that all the way down. And at some point, it's gonna let me push the knife all the way through like that. I'm gonna come out right here on the belly. And then I'm just gonna kind of angle the knife slightly down and run it along the spine all the way down the tail. Careful not to cut your hands. And then I'm gonna stop, and I like to leave that piece attached. And the next step, I'm just gonna kind of clean this cut here. And it's just gonna kind of open up for me, as you can see. And then there's these rib bones here, so I'm just gonna fillet around the ribs. A lot of people just cut right through the ribs and then cut them out once they get the whole slab of meat off. But for this purpose, I'm just gonna kind of fillet right down these ribs. And just bring it right down. Make sure I'm getting as much meat as possible. There's a lot of belly meat down here, so you make sure you're not wasting any of the meat. Open it up, slice it down, and then I'm going to turn this. I'm going to start here and go right down the fillet. I'm going to flex my knife so that I'm making sure that I'm getting all of the meat. And then right when I get to the end, because we're traveling with this, I'm gonna cut it straight off so that there's a little bit of skin left on. So that way, if for whatever reason, if we get pulled over, DNR wants to inspect, they can see what species it is. So that's basically what I'm gonna do with all of these fish. You can tell there's really not a whole lot of meat wasted on this. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side, and then we're gonna finish up the rest of these and do a little fish fry tonight.